Hey everybody, just want to do a quick video on some of my undergrounds, and I've had a trying day today. Like many of us, I have aging parents and they infuriate me, especially my father. He's stubborn. But, I'm going to get through it, and we're going to take a look at some stuff. I have a limited amount of undergrounds here. I have more, but this is what's in this box. So here we go. I got a Cocaine Comics #1. This one's just, it's like a VG plus, maybe a fine, but it is a first printing, and so that's always cool. A 2 first printing. That one's really quite nice, actually. That one's nice. I have a 3, which has a really fantastic Robert Williams cover, doing some toot there with some girls. It's pretty great. That's about a fine plus maybe. That's a nice copy. That one's a little tricky to get. The 4 can be tricky too, and I got a really nice one here. We got the guy here. He's done way too many lines. He's all jacked up. I've got some historically significant ones. I'm just going to push this up a little bit, like I always do. I have some historically significant ones, particularly these, the Air Pirates ones. They say, instead of Dell, they say hell there, which is really cool. And these are cool. You see Mickey's got what appears to be a thing of dope there, and they were sued for this. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but these are really cool. This is a really nicely graded one. I also have the 2. These are all first printings. I don't think they reprinted these at all. This one just has that one little bend there at the bottom, and of course, as you can see, he's got dope there, and it's just really great stuff. This would be considered, Taurus and Hare, it would be considered the three Air Pirates. This is kind of the continuation, if you will. And I have a great copy of that. And then I got some really stranger stuff. Stranger in a Strange Land here. This is a really nice copy. Bollinger, I love his art. His stuff really stylized. It look like I got a Mickey the Rat 3. Everything I have is a first print, as far as I can tell. I'm pretty good with this stuff, and I'm pretty good with this. A Slow Death 3, Corbin, totally Corbin. He signs it Gore. You can see down there. First printing there. I have a 4. Of course, that's more Corbin there. A 5. That's got a real EC Comics feel. I forget who did that cover. I think it's Joss Rand, I think. Here's a 6. Not a bad copy. But then again, again, more like EC stuff. Homages to Frazetta and Wally Wood there. You can definitely see that. Slow Death 9. I don't have a full run. I don't have a 1, but I'll get one. Here's a Softcore Comics. Just, that's crazy. I got a Snarf 2, first printing, of course. Here's another a Lynch cover. That's a Lynch cover. And then I have a Snarf. I don't know if that's a 3. That's a Will Eisner cover, which is really cool. Fat Freddy's Comics and Stories 1 and 2. I'm not sure of the printings on those. I really don't know. Here's a Spaced Out. It's just a 1. It only came out 1 issue. That's pretty famous. Pandora's Box 1 with the feminist and the fat girl. It's pretty crazy. And the hot girl. They're all what they think of. It's kind of crazy. Here's an American Flyer. Not sure what number this is. It gives a crazy number. Here's another one. And then I have these Fanagores. Of course, I'm a big Corbin fan, so These are smoking. I have, these are very fine plus near mint copies. There's the 1. There's the 2. The 3, which is seriously sinister, just eating guts. It's crazy. And finally the 4, and these are all first printings. I got these all in a lot, the same guy off eBay, and they weren't cheap. Bicentennial Gross Outs, William Stout, you know, different artists in there. This is a really cool one, Gory Stories, which you can tell this guy was clearly influenced by Bernie Wrightson. I mean, completely. Really cool. It's like on a newspaper stock, just number 2.5, which is really interesting. And these are not common. And finally, the comic that I did with a friend of mine, Dog Daze. I inked this, and my buddy Jim Riley did the art and the story. And this is a culmination of 2 issues, and the back cover is really cool because it's a. I got to show you that. It's a Frank Miller. God, this tape stinks. It's a Frank Miller homage, if you will. You'll see in a second here. Not the greatest copy, but my only one. So here it is. You can see this is a Frank Miller homage, and right on the bottom it says JRRF after FM, which is kind of cool. And we did a good job on that. The first 6 or 7 pages Jimmy did, and they were okay, you know. But then I started inking it here with the band page, and you know, Jimmy was free to do what he wanted to do, and I was free to do my thing, and it was a really good marriage in as much as, you know, Jimmy could focus on the story, and he didn't have to worry about the art. I was going to take care of the rest of it. My lettering sucked, but as we go through, I mean, we did a Sandman parody with the Sand Dog, and then there's even Death in here. There she is, right there. She's a dog, and I was really getting kind of crazy with the borders. You'll see more here in just a second. I was really hitting my stride. I got to be honest with you. This is 1993, and I was really, as far as my inking was going, I was really hitting my stride. I was getting better page by page, really. Here's the cover to 2, which was going to end up being 2. But anyway, this is really cool. A great little piece of my history. I own some of this stuff, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next video. Bye-bye.